Today I'm going to be doing a two-part wallpaper episode using Bradbury and Bradbury papers. They're a thicker paper that helps cover up wiring, things like that. First thing I do is I create a template out of regular paper. I do this so I don't ruin my good papers by accidentally cutting them the wrong size, which can easily happen. Once I have my template the right size, I bring it over to my cutting mat and use a straight edge. I'm going to leave a little bit of white at the top so I can put some crown molding up there. This wall is pretty easy. It's just a basic square. But when you're doing larger pieces, make sure that you have your template right side up so you don't cut your wallpaper backwards, which I have done. Once I get the width right, I get the lower wallpaper, and I'm going to be using a chair rail in between the two papers to help cover up the seam. Next, I use Dollhouse wallpaper paste with a paintbrush directly onto the walls. Make sure that every spot is covered on the wall. That's where you'll get your bubbling if you have dry spots. And try not to get wallpaper paste on your wallpaper like I did. I'm going to wallpaper right over the windows and doors and let it dry overnight. I made this template a little short. I meant to make it longer so it would show wrapping around the corners so you can see where I'm folding it. And that way on the third wall, you can butt it up right next to the wall and there'll be no gap because it will overlap that little bent corner. Make sure to check if you're going to apply that crown molding, and if you have a border on top, make sure and check it's in the proper placement. And that goes for along the bottom, also where I'll put baseboard to cover up any gaps. And just use a razor blade to cut out the windows and doors. There might be some places where you might need to add a little extra glue around the windows and doors. And at the end, I'm going to be using window casing to cover up any seams. So it doesn't have to be perfect when you cut those windows and doors out. Next video will be flooring.